Imagine you're 16 years old. You are locked inside a completely empty, solitary confinement cell, its walls covered from top to bottom with cursed talismans. Around you is a deafening silence, but inside your head, a horrific, otherworldly whisper never stops. You haven't committed a crime, you haven't robbed anyone, and you haven't murdered. Yet, the higher-ups of the Jujutsu world have already signed your death warrant. You are simply too dangerous to be left alive. Your name is Yuta Okkotsu, and right now, you are begging for one thing, for your execution to happen as quickly as possible. Because living inside you is an entity capable of wiping a massive metropolis off the face of the earth. In the next 10 minutes, you will live the life of one of the most controversial, terrifying, and yet strongest sorcerers of the modern era. You will walk the path from a broken teenager who is afraid of his own breath, to a true king of curses, second only to Satoru Gojo himself. Welcome to your new reality. Your nightmare didn't begin in the execution cell. It began 6 years ago on a sun-drenched playground. Rika Orimoto, your first and only love. You were just children who made a heartfelt promise to each other.
When we grow up, we're gonna get married.
That day, she gave you a ring. A few minutes later, she was hit by a car. Right before your eyes, a little girl was turned into a bloody mess. And at that exact moment, something inside you snapped. In place of the deceased Rika, it materialized. A giant, grotesque special-grade curse woven from pure rage. The Queen of Curses. From that moment on, your life turned into a living hell. You became a cocoon for a monster. Rika loves you. Oh, she loves you so much that she is ready to obliterate anyone who so much as touches you. When 4 bullies tried to torment you at school, Rika didn't just step in. She shoved them into a locker and turned them into a bloody, shapeless paste. You didn't want that. You cried, you screamed, you begged her to stop. But a curse doesn't listen to logic. It only listens to your hidden pain. Every single day is like walking on the edge of a razor blade. You huddle in corners, hide your eyes, make no friends, and cut off your family. You voluntarily agree to your execution because you truly believe your existence is a mistake. You are a walking time bomb. And the best thing for this world is if you simply disappear. But fate has other plans for you. A man appears in your cell who flips your entire world upside down. Satoru Gojo, the strongest sorcerer on the planet. Instead of executing you, he smiles and offers a deal. Why die in isolation when you can learn to control this power and save people? That is how you end up at Tokyo Jujutsu High.
Freeze!
Your new reality consists of 3 classmates. Maki Zenin, a haughty but incredibly strong-willed girl born with 0 cursed energy. Toge Inumaki, a boy who speaks only in rice ball ingredients to avoid accidentally cursing anyone. At first, they see you as a threat. Maki openly tells you that you're a weakling and a pushover. And she's right. You don't know how to fight. Your knees tremble, and your back is hunched under the weight of your guilt. But it is here that something clicks in your head. You see people who have their own tragedies, but they keep fighting. For the first time in your life, you feel like you aren't being rejected. On one of your first... When a curse swallows your classmates, you step over your fear. You grab the katana Gojo gave you to channel your energy, and for the first time, you consciously summon Rika, not to hide behind her back, but to protect those who have become dear to you. At that moment, you're new, selfish. I want to have enough confidence to believe it's okay for me to live. Let's break down how your power works. Because to the rest of the Jujutsu world, you are an absolute illogical glitch in the system. Your internal reserve of cursed energy isn't just large. It is bottomless. You objectively have more of it than Satoru Gojo himself. While Gojo wins through flawless, microscopic control of his energy, you are a devastating tsunami. You can simply shroud your body in this raw power, making yourself virtually invulnerable to physical attacks, and deliver strikes capable of shattering concrete. But your ultimate trump card is Rika. She is no longer a parasite. Now, she is your external battery and your boundless arsenal. Rika can materialize either partially or fully. When you put on her ring, the two of you enter a state of full synchronization. For 5 minutes, you become an absolute god on the battlefield. What is your main gimmick? Unconditional mimicry. You don't need to spend years studying inherited clan techniques. All it takes is for Rika to consume a piece of the enemy's flesh or energy. And that's it. The incredibly complex cursed speech technique of the Inumaki clan, passed down through. You copy it in a split second, create a megaphone out of cursed energy, and with a single word, you obliterate an entire horde of monsters. Enemy barriers, space manipulation, you absorb it all like a sponge. You aren't just a sorcerer. You are a mirror that reflects the enemy's strength, multiplying it 100-fold. But behind all that power lies a shocking truth. During the night parade of 100 demons, when a faction of rogue sorcerers led by Suguru Geto declares war on Tokyo, you find yourself one-on-one with the ultimate curse user. Geto brutally injures your friends, Maki, Tog, Panda. They lie bleeding at your feet. And at that exact moment, the timid boy Yuta Okkotsu dies. A cold, calculating predator awakens within you. In the heat of this fierce battle, Geto opens your eyes to the true nature of your curse. Rika didn't curse you. You cursed her. 6 years ago, when that little girl lay dying on the asphalt, you, being a descendant of the ancient, powerful sorcerer, Sugawara no Michizane, subconsciously refused to accept her death. Your selfishness, your blind love, and your colossal energy bound the soul of the deceased girl, trapping her in the body of a monster. All these years, you blamed her for your misfortunes, when you were actually her jailer. Instead of breaking from this realization, you embraced the sin. Geto calls your bond disgusting, to which you calmly reply with a chilling smile. How rude. This is pure love. To defeat Geto, who uses his strongest technique, Uzumaki, you go into absolute overdrive. You promise Rika your body, your soul, your very life, demanding only one thing in return, to break past every limit of this world. One concentrated blast of pure cursed energy, and Geto is defeated. You won, but the price of this victory is your life. However, instead of death comes liberation. Because you voluntarily gave up everything, the contract is broken. The curse is shattered. Standing before you once again is the little, smiling Rika Orimoto in a white dress. She holds no grudge against you. She thanks you for those 6 years and passes on to the afterlife. It would seem that without Rika, you should have become an ordinary person. But no. The higher-ups realize with horror that Rika was merely a vessel, a form. All of that colossal, terrifying power originally belonged to you, Yuta Okkotsu. You leave the country for Africa to train and relearn how to use your power consciously. When you return to Japan in the midst of the Shibuya incident, you are a completely different man. The timid posture is gone. Your gaze is deep, calm, and lethal. You have grown up. With Satoru Gojo sealed away, the responsibility to protect the Jujutsu world falls squarely on your shoulders. You become its ultimate executioner. You can now summon a new, artificial form of Rika, a hollow, shell left behind by her, soul that still obeys you unconditionally. From a victim of circumstance, you have transformed into a leader, an uncrowned king, ready to take the heads of your enemies for the safety of those you love. The story of Yuta Okkotsu is a story about how the most terrifying curse in the world is human emotion. Love can turn you into a monster, but it can also make you invincible if you find the courage to accept its consequences. You accepted your sin, let go of the past, and became the pillar of the entire sorcery world. What do you think? If Yuta faced Sukuna at full strength without Gojo's help, would he stand a chance at winning through his limitless mimicry? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really curious to read your theories. And if you enjoyed this style of stepping into a character's shoes, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Let me know whose life we should try on next. See you in the next Chronicles.